What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Bubba Z here, and here is the 2023 Kawasaki KLX300sm. Yes, that's the Supermoto. I just took a break from riding this bike. I'm up to like 300 miles and I basically did a video. My last video was at like 2 something. I gotta say, guys, I am impressed. No joke. I am highly impressed at this bike. I've never had a Supermoto before. If you guys don't know, I traded in my Triumph Speed Twin 1200cc and I went down to 300 and got myself a little Supermoto because I've been entertaining the idea of picking one up, and here we go. I got it. And man, you know, the first 5 days, I've had this bike for like, I don't know, about just over 7 days, over a week now, and the first few days, very underwhelming. I was like, oh my word, what did I do? Did I just make a mistake in buying this bike? But no. If anybody picks this bike up brand spanking new, give it time, be patient. Within a few days, if you're riding it every day and putting mileage on it, I guarantee this bike is going to open up. And I'm saying it opens up. Like, I am so impressed at the way that this bike performs. It's crazy for a 300cc. Yeah, I know you can compare it to other bikes out there, other Supermotos. People were comparing it to the Honda 300L or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not really big on the Supermoto world, so I don't know. I'm just kind of like getting my feet wet in this whole arena. But excuse my ignorance for that. But I gotta say, man, I'm just like blown away at my very first Supermoto. I went into it thinking, man, okay, I know I'm going down to a 300 and there ain't gonna be much there power wise. Man, that is not the case. This thing has opened up and it's stock right now. Like, I don't have anything that boosts the performance. You know, I am looking to get like a can, slip on and do a mod for the airbox vent. But I think that's basically it. Oh, and I have been looking into an EJK electronic jet kit unit. I think that's what it is. You know, you mess with the ECU, you mess with the fueling once you get the stage 1 modification of a can and an airbox vent with a wider hole, and it gives you a little bit more. You get a little bit more performance down low. But I gotta say, man, like, this is, I'm just laughing because I can't believe. Like, I just got done with a ride right now and I can't believe how fucking awesome this bike is. I was like, all right, yeah, it's a 300. It's, you know, obviously it is limited it is limited, obviously, right? Like any bike, but it puts a smile on my face, man. Like, not just like a little like grin. It's like I'm laughing because it's so dang fun. I can't believe how fun this thing is. It is fast, bro. Like, it really is zippy and fast if you just know how to like work it. It is fast. I'm telling you, go out and try one because this thing is sick. It is really sick. So one of the other things I did mod-wise was just hooked up these MZS brake and clutch levers. I think they look hot, being that the bike is mostly all black. I got the black ones. They had a blue, and I know this isn't blue. This is like a dark, not even a dark green, but like, anyway, it's like a color. It's like a green hue. Anyway, And I didn't think that that was going to look right, so I just ended up getting, you know, with the blue handlebars, I mean handlebars, brake and clutch lever. I just didn't think it was going to match up right, so I just went along and just got the black. But they're pretty sweet. It's an easy swap. 1, 2, 3. I've never done it. Even on my previous bikes, I've always went in to the repair shop and got it serviced to do just the brake and clutch swap, because I thought I was going to mess it up, especially with the clutch. I didn't really, you know, I really don't work on bikes, so I didn't want to mess it up. But I went ahead and did it because I feel confident on working on this bike. I don't know what it is. I didn't want to touch the Triumph. I didn't want to touch the Honda. You know, the first Honda that I got, the Honda CB300R, the Street Triple R, I definitely did not want to touch, because that was you know, performance wise, whatever. I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna mess this up. But I'm gonna work on this bike. I ordered a TST tail tidy eliminator kit, fender eliminator kit. I'm gonna hook that up. I've actually done that on my previous bikes, actually only just the 2 bikes, not the Speed Twin. And I am gonna change the can out myself, because I've done that on the Honda 300 CB300R, sorry. And being that it's just a slip-on, it's just a couple of screws, tighten everything up and blah blah blah. And the airbox vent, which is right under the seats, just to pop out and just swap the other air vent. I think I'm gonna pick up a KDX. But yo, this bike is sick. I really am happy about this bike. I mean, it looks sick. It looks nice. It looks I mean, it's a 2023. Still got that old school kind of theme, headlight theme going, but like it's still sick. I'm gonna try and swap out the headlamp, and I think I'm gonna do a graphics kit on this, even though I like this stock color and like it's not much to it except it's black, except for the tank. But I think I'm gonna get a graphics kit. I'm just gonna look into it. I just don't want to get, I mean, I guess like that's fine. I can just take off the graphics if I don't like it, but I'm gonna do some thinking about it beforehand, because if I spend the money and I end up not liking it, then obviously it's gonna be a waste of money to begin with. So but yo, I'm trying to learn how to wheelie on this thing. It's slow going. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid about busting my ass on this thing, popping a wheelie. Excuse me. Looping the bike, I don't want to do any of that. So I am just researching videos on how to pop wheelies just from like a standstill, slow wheelies and whatnot. But I think I probably should end up getting some protection for this bike if I'm gonna go ahead and start wheeling, because I think more likely than not I'm probably gonna drop this bike, and I just got it. But look at this thing. This thing is clean. This thing is clean. It's got some dinky road winter tires on it, but it does the job until, from what I've heard, they last 3,500 if you ride it hard, 3,500 miles. But yeah, I don't know, man. I've got nothing else to say about it except that I'm stoked. I'm hyped. This thing is sick. This thing is pretty sick, and I'm sure like swapping out like the tires for knobbies and using it as a pit bike, or you know, just doing off-road stuff is just gonna be insane. But I don't know how much. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that much. I don't know. We'll see. Right now on the road, I don't commute on this bike. I just use it to just get around town, but like I rip with this thing, because like it's just, that's what you could do on this bike and you're not going to get in trouble. And when I say in trouble, I meant like not getting getting speeding tickets. I mean, you can. Obviously, I'm still liable to get any speeding tickets because I'm going like, sometimes I'm going, you know, I don't want to say, but over the speed limit when I shouldn't be. But like, I feel like every time I've passed like any authorities, they're just like giving me a thumbs up, or just like whatever, man. They're like looking back down at their phone because they're like, yeah, it's a dirt bike, it's all good. But yeah, one thing that's funny that I have noticed, I don't get waves on this bike at all, which I don't give a shit about. But when I was on the Speed Twin, I was getting waves left and right. This thing, I'm not saying I don't get waves. I do once in a while, but not as much as I did when I had the Speed Twin, which is funny. But you know, there is a target audience for this bike, and man, you know, there are people who give you props, especially when they see the KLX branding on this Kawasaki. They're like, yo, and but that's what's up. That's it. All right, guys, that's all. I just wanted to give a short video on that. I'm probably gonna just stop the video here and maybe hook it back on in like 10 minutes or so, and just do like a ride review on me ripping this thing a little bit. And yeah, all right. All right, guys, I'm back on the bike and I'm off, man. I'm gonna ride this for a little while before I head home. Hopefully show how this thing performs for you guys. This is just, it's so nice. I mean, it's a small bike, but you feel planted on this. I feel planted on this, man. Really nice and super flickable. It's only, what, 300 pounds, give or take. It's definitely a few pounds lighter than the Suzuki DRZ. But this thing is sick. I'm trying my high beams right, make sure people can see me. Yeah, I want to get a brighter headlamp, only because I like to be visible and make people aware that I am on the road. Because when you get on a bike, you always have to have the mentality that you are invisible. No one can see you. That's why you guys got to be attentive out here. But yeah, the blue backlit screen is swag. That is sick. And I gotta say, I'm not mad at the stock exhaust. Yeah, it's putt-putt, but when you're revving this thing and you're going, it's got that nice little supermoto like sound to it. But I do want to get it. I do want to get an exhaust slip-on exhaust. And mainly for just kind of getting the extra oomph, because it does open up the bike a little bit more with the EJK mod as well. So, but yeah, this is around here. I gotta chill out. I can't be going too crazy with this. kind of dark and I'm gonna head back home. So that's it for this video. More videos coming up soon. Take care, be safe, ride safe, peace.